All right. We're back, and we're live now. Here we go. It comes down to the Dota, which is all that matters and all that counts. paiN versus J.Storm. The debut of paiN here in King's Cup. CCNC, Ritsu, 4DR, Flea, and Lalith? I'm not too sure, to be honest. Going against, of course, Move Forever, March, Bryle, and Milan is absent, and we have none other than Dota Demon himself stepping in for J.Storm. Jimmy's in the house! Doing the Jim thing. The sound of Jimmy. No.
I want to be a wizard. So, what do we have? We have Necro, Tiny, and the Weaver banned out. Wisp, Silencer, and Winter Wyvern on the second. Team J.Storm has a pick right now. There's a Shrek being picked as a first. No surprise there. I mean, this hero has been like shit-talked. No one liked him. No one picked him. Then they increased Fire Blast to 60% level 1. Suddenly, this hero is amazing.
It was nice, to finally be able to use your ulti kind of somewhat consistently.
Yeah, but well, the best buff that he received was 90 GPM talent on level 10.
I have a decree before we continue in this draft.
King Jenkins has a decree he'd like to make.
No calling heroes by their name. You have to describe them.
I like that. I actually had a similar decree. I was thinking about. I was like, anytime you try to name a hero's spell, like you can use anything but the actual name. You know what I mean? That works for me. So
Hey, you guys can go back
just
to
during the draft,
Okay.
or
No, for the whole game.
all
Whole
right.
game.
So
So we
Space
get-
Cow.
Space Cow.
Space Cow and the Beyblade Master here,
There you go.
teaming up on the side of J.Storm.
So we agreed on Shrek.
Yep, Shrek's
All
good.
right.
March and Space Cow. Name a more iconic duo. So
There's none, I don't think.
out there. So I suspect that with this comes the whole package, the whole run at your face, high aggression, high octane kind of a lineup here potentially.
I think
the mass melee lineup almost.
probably prepping for a potential drought too, right? Just thinking that could be a possibility.
Sorry, Wizard, what was that?
What was it?
Potential what?
A
Potential-
potential plow hero, someone who just kind of
I'll just
plows through the
rhyme
game
with
as fast as possible.
I'll just rhyme with
Yeah.
thought you were talking about
An archer of the woods, perhaps,
different
but
type of plow.
no. We also have
We
ourselves.
have The Shape of Water.
Yeah, great movie.
Okay.
Fantastic movie. Won Best Picture, right?
I
think
believe
it
so. Yeah, deservedly so.
Waterman, second pickup here for paiN.
It's good against Demon Boy.
Mhm.
Not
10
that
seconds remaining.
Not that demon. The other demon. Steal the meta.
5
Steal
seconds remaining.
Reflection.
Yep.
Basically does
Dire
demon better
team
than demon
back.
does demon.
That's true. That's true. And he's got heavy resilience to deal with the potential pressure that could be coming his way from the lineup of J.Storm. And they ban Alina early on. I'm not sure. That used to say like they wanted kind of a favorable mid lane matchup, but I don't even feel like I see too much Lina as it is. Have we seen much Lina even in King's Cup yet?
No,
I don't think so.
I think we need to see
10
more
seconds
off-lane Lina,
remaining.
position 4 Lina. This
I
hero
agree.
can
I
be
agree
played
with
at
you.
multiple roles.
5
Oh,
seconds remaining.
Fire Lady, right?
Oh
You
yeah,
mean?
fire.
Fire Man.
Love that fire lady.
Fireman.
This is going to be a lot harder than.
We can do a different one if you
No,
want.
no, we
Yeah,
got
no,
this.
this
No!
is a good one.
If it's
could
too
do it.
hard.
No.
It's perfect.
We got it. We got it.
I see Brax playing offlane Fire Lady in pubs a lot. I asked him, hey Brax, why are you playing the offlane Fire Lady? And he said, good damage, long range, good at trading in the lanes.
Can secure range creeps.
Can secure range creeps, of course, that's always very good. And it's a stunner hero. You're an offlaner who has a stun.
Radiant team back.
It's a pretty. You can push waves out quickly too. That's also something that you want in an offlaner. It allows you to play in the dead lane. It allows you to push a lane out, go gank. Like there's a lot that you can do with this hero that she's good on as an offlane role, other than the fact that she's very squishy.
Also, Resurrection Fire banned out by J.Storm.
I believe you mean Firebird right after Fire
yeah.
Lady.
Firebird.
Fireman is also still in the pool here. We saw him last game.
Did we? Oh, we did see Fireman. We did
Yeah.
see Fireman. It was they won. They won, but it was he was dying.
He was dying.
Yeah,
That does occasionally happen.
There were some deaths.
Oh.
That's for sure.
Been on
Mountain Man.
The Grand Slammer
Yeah.
banned out.
Echo Jamma.
He's been to Denny's. He heads there in the morning, picks up a Grand Slam.
Yep, one of the old trusty supports that are still out there to provide a bit of lockdown if that's indeed what they want to go for. Though,
Yeah, we discussed about the Earthshaker today against
Who?
Morphling.
Oh,
The flying. What is he? Is he
5
a
seconds.
cow?
Flying?
Flying cow with Aghanim Scepter.
Yep.
That flying cow. We already got one of those.
With
That's
Aghanim
one too
Scepter.
many flying cows.
What cow are we
He's
talking
more like
about?
a leaping cow.
Oh, that cow.
You know, it's like Superman. He can't actually fly.
The
He can
totem,
just
totem
jump
cow.
really
Totem
far.
cow. Yeah, it's pretty good against the winged demon. It's good against the space cow because you can use the fissure on the fissure cow to interrupt the
10
charge,
seconds
but
remaining.
they banned it out themselves, so I have no idea what I'm talking about.
Perfect. Well done. It used to be whenever
Yeah.
we saw the space cow picked up that you would have someone who had a very quick stun. So the Great Wizard was often picked up a lot of the time
I like
for the
the
telekinesis.
I like the band.
Rasta's
The
good.
Fire Farter Rider. Yeah.
Oh yeah,
The other
Oh.
fireman.
yeah.
Firefly.
Lots of fire
Fireflyer.
bands
Yeah.
in this.
But we get the
Great Wizard
the
is very
demon, the
good.
demon classic Rasta pickup here, as we saw in his first game.
Rasta.
Who?
Rasta.
Who?
Who?
Rasta.
That's his name. You can't say his
Yeah,
name.
No,
that
you said
definitely is
hero
a
name.
no-go. That's a no-go.
5
Well, I
Sure,
guess
let-
he's
let-
the king.
We'll just make
but
it more difficult. We'll say no Dota one.
He's
names
just the
out of
snake man.
Rastafarian. right there.
Pacifarian.
it. That's passable.
Lockdown to assist in the ever so elusive Morphling from trying to make it out, by the skin of his watery teeth.
This-
or
now
the
this
Waterman.
is-
Oh my gosh.
It's starting to look like the grandest wizard, or maybe just the great wizard. I don't know.
Oh, wait
the
a minute.
wizard
The
of many
grandest
spells.
wizard
Are we talking
is
invoking wizard?
The one
Yes,
who can
in-
steal
in-
spells.
The
well-
spell steal wizard or invoke?
Spell Stealer looks good for paiN X, but Grand Magus looks good for
Grand Mag-
J.Storm. Wait, Grand
Grand
Magus is
Magus
the
is-
Spell Stealer.
I think Carl. Oh wait, that's a Dota one name. Do I have to
Man
do my
of
own-
many spells
Ma-
is very good for J.Storm
He
because
is.
they already have
They-
a lot of stuns going on.
They did it
The
yesterday
blade.
too.
Yeah.
Look at him. The blade himself.
They got the blade.
Big red.
the red.
The big red.
They
the
saw-
red.
Clifford, the big red dog.
They saw the blade last game and they just had to try it out. I mean, I really like this hero. I feel like he's going to start being first phase at some point soon.
High tempo, good momentum, and
10
not too
seconds
much
remaining.
contention for him in the laning phase. And this means Spirit Breaker is yet another
5
target that's just so hard to kill. I mean, who are you going to kill? That's on paiN's side.
Radiant team pick.
Ooh, the black hole.
Yep,
Really, a man of few spells. The big one.
the big
That-
big hole.
That's actually a hero that I really like versus the blade because if you if the blade goes in and initiates, it causes everybody to kind of group up around one target, and Enigma is
Who?
oh god damn it.
We can just call him question mark.
True.
We could.
5 seconds
Puzzle
remaining.
is one of the best counter initiators.
Probably the worst name ever.
in the game.
Puzzle.
That's it. That's a
Good
synonym.
old puzzle.
That's a synonym.
Yeah.
Come on. At least
You're
it's-
reaching there, King. You're reaching.
I'm always reaching.
So we need a hero that can lane with the big red up with him in kind of like an aggressive dual lane, one would assume, but also would be nice if they could counter something like the
what
black
about
hole.
Ball is bad.
I think Venge looks good. Like
Ice
swap.
Man who likes wards? and
I mean, they can
making
pair up.
armor.
Crystal
The,
Maiden?
they can pair up the
Hey,
red blade with the
Frost.
two-headed casino.
And then go for something even stronger in the lane with their Aquaman.
Two-headed
Yeah.
casino.
Dire team ban.
You're sitting
Ah,
on
Oh,
the
Fireman!
fireman.
He
Oh,
makes an
man.
appearance.
They
Alright.
banned out. They thought they banned out all the fire. They were dead wrong.
Another hard to take down hero, very elusive, but
I don't know. They have a lot of control,
they
though.
do have some control coming in together with that Rastafarian and with
Yes.
the purple man.
It's good against the charging cow though, because the charge can be interrupted with the searing chains
Yeah.
combo very easily.
Good against the Beyblade Master as well.
Yeah. Oh, arguably one of the hardest counters in the game
5
to the Beyblade
seconds
Master.
remaining.
Not great against Puzzle though, and against Rastafarian.
Mm.
But presumably gonna have a pretty good lane, and I think they have the ban now, and then J.Storm has the last pick, right? Where's the pick order at?
Which
Yeah,
is still going
J.Storm has
for
last pick,
a
so-
5, right? Or 4?
Yeah, for a paiN X, potentially. I think the
Could be an ogre 5, and then I feel like probably God damn it,
Radiant
two-headed
team
casino.
I think two-headed casino
Oh, I was
5.
gonna say the great Spell Stealer
RNG Magus.
could have been an option. But
I really
take it
like
away.
Venge. I think Well, with the
Who?
the band of the spell
Like
stealer.
who?
Say again.
The vengeful one who is very vengeful.
Vengeful swapper.
The swap lady. Yes, she's good. She's good.
She's-
Swap lady.
I suppose she's been nerfed actually so much that maybe just Wave of Terror.
Mr.
so much
Frost
worse.
Chain, I think could
Frost
be
Chain
okay.
would be pretty good with
Armor for the morphling and a.
with spin-
Oh, that's right. Frost
the
Chain.
Aquaman.
The guy with many spells is good against the firefighter.
He is quite good. Yeah, tornado off the shield, and it's great with these heroes. It's great with puzzle. It's great with Beyblade.
Radiant
Space
team
Cow. There's plenty of disable to set up for the spells of the man with many spells.
Yeah. They have the forced ban on the
Fire
self-inflictor.
Fire Spearman.
Fire Spearman.
This sounds like
Fire
Mega,
emo guy.
They all
He
sound like
receives the
Mega Man
the
heroes.
damage because he cuts himself, right?
That
Okay.
makes the most sense.
I'll escort myself out.
Thank you.
the masochist.
10 seconds remaining.
Fire masochist. That sounds
Fire.
cool.
Fire masochist.
That
5
works.
seconds
Oh my
remaining.
god.
All right, who will the support pickup be here?
What are they missing? Damage? Like actual nuke damage would be kind of good.
Something to bail out people from all the lockdown potentially. So
Maybe is okay. That's the hero's band. So I'm gonna try to come up with a name for it. Let's see. Magus would have been really good,
Dire
but it's
team
banned
pick.
against the puzzle.
Dark Willow.
ah,
okay.
fairy girl, fairy lady.
Okay.
Fairy Lady's very good against puzzle. You interrupt the black hole. Magical damage versus the Beyblade Master, so he's very susceptible to that. If he gets caught by the spinning Muscle Man, then the fairy can definitely burst the Beyblade Master down if he's solo.
10 seconds
So that's
remaining.
definitely a really strong pick in this game. And then there's also the setup of the Ember
5
for the
seconds remaining.
oh god damn it of the fireman for the fairy's root. There's the root into root combo.
King
So-
making a very difficult decree even for himself.
I mean, I'm saying so many heroes right now.
You're doing a great job.
I'm inflicting it upon myself. I'm just like this.
All right,
That's something.
mid pick, Dumpster's Fireman. That's what they need. What are they
That's,
going for?
The many spells.
Many spells, man.
Many
For
spells.
sure.
You want many
yeah.
spells still? I'm definitely still in for the many spells. They have so many combos for the Beam of Light from Shackles, and even just Spirit Breaker's kind of okay, as we saw. Black Hole even.
Did we see the Spirit
Space
Breaker
Cow.
work
The
out?
Space
Oh,
Cow.
God damn it!
No, he never hit a Beam of Light with the Spirit Breaker.
You don't- you don't-
Space Cow.
You don't have to say the spells different.
Yeah, but now I just want to.
You did the spells, but not the hero.
I'm getting there.
We could do
One step at a
spells.
time.
This is hard, man.
It is. It is.
Oh, I thought
Tinkerbell will be really useful against the question mark.
Ah.
Oh.
Sawblade.
Who's Sawblade laning against? in this
True
game?
Beyblade.
This is gonna get confusing with the Beyblades.
It's true.
Forever's a really nice puzzle set. I have a feeling he's gonna have a very nice performance in this game as a direct result.
Because of the cosmetic.
Highly
yes.
likely.
Correlated, obviously.
Well, it's finally time. Gonna get ourselves a Dota match.
You're way better at that than I am. If I touch that, I would play two things right now.
Don't
Yeah,
have
you're
the magic
cursed.
touch.
You're
I guess
cursed.
not. It's that big meaty fingers, so I'm just pressing
Ah,
two
is
things
that
at
what it
once.
is?
Yeah, it is.
The unknown might need a different kind of item build. this game. Maybe not a blink daggers because they have a lot of stuff to. So
They
if
really
you could just
do.
tank it up with the mech.
Guardian Greaves is
Guardian
really
Greaves,
good.
Yeah.
There's
also
the
pipe.
There's the
5
roots.
seconds
There's
remaining.
the oh wow, the Casino Man's spells. There's the spells of the Muscle Man, the Big Meat House, the Battle Hunger. Lots of stuff to take off.
Yeah, not a very good game for the Black Hole until you have BKB. That is for sure.
Definitely not. Lots of stuff that can interrupt it.
I will say the Aquaman was picked because of the Beyblade Master because you're stealing the metamorphosis. But it actually worked out pretty good for the rest of the draft as well because he can have high mobility by stealing from Space Cow. He has extra stuns and disable when he goes for the Rastafarian. He's going to have himself the mobility during team fights. It's actually so good when you steal from the Tree Chopper. Like, that is an excellent hero to morph into
It is true.
when you're Aquaman.
It really is.
We sound like league analysts trying to work Dota. like, the charging cow is going to gonna get in there and do his thing against
I mean,
Big Red.
if Plumber steals the the charge from a space cow,
Plumber. Working with water. That's a plumber. Must be.
can he cancel the black hole?
I'm the wizard.
Wait,
Get your hands off my
What?
staff.
No, I'm
Get
the
your-
wizard.
Get your hands off my staff.
Could we please have a game? Watching just us is totally lame. Gah,
that was a good rhyme.
gah.
You're great with the rhymes.
It's too far.
You need
The
more magic.
connection. The internet went down earlier. It's still a little rough.
Give
This
it
thing
more
works off
magic.
Wi-Fi.
Here, I got
More
it.
magic.
Come here.
Like,
Give me that.
goes like faster.
Oh, yeah,
we didn't have
Oh,
the
you got-
internet today, so maybe we don't have the
You got-
technology yet. Right?
Thank you for coaxing my
There you
staff.
go.
It works.
Oh,
It
yeah,
was
I
all because of you.
Plug in your staff. It might need to charge.
I have the magic touch. I've been wizard so long.
All right, here we go. We're into the game, folks. We have started now our final best of 2 for today's Kings Cup action here. J.Storm currently, what are they? 3 wins right now. A 2-0 yesterday, and they win a 1-1 in the previous series.
Yeah.
So 3 wins to their name. paiN, this is their debut. Debut in Kings Cup. Excited to see what they're going to be pulling out here.
See, it's easy in the game because you can call the player names.
Yep.
Do it! Just do it!
March thinking about doing it here with this Space Cow, bumping him back a bit. Gets the one forgiving bash, and now they turn their attention onto Forev. Walks backing out, but here comes little Rasta. Zapping on in, and it's just going to be an aggro lane for now, it looks like, coming out from J.Storm.
We can't call him Rasta. He could be mushroom, drug dealer, or medicine man.
He could be.
Bash comes out on the water.
Lots imposing a will here, and we're going to be seeing a clean split of the bounty runes for both sides as it would come out. All right. By the way, I've heard of both. Is it 40R or is it 80R?
You can call him whatever.
I've heard both from players and.
I heard that it's
Yeah.
for Doctor. That's
All
what
right,
I
I'm
heard.
never believing
Definitely.
it. All
I
right,
think
get
his
the
name
hell
is
out of here,
Adrian, so-
Mr.
Yeah, I go with ADR because that's how it's first name
Papita
spelled.
or whatever. What do you say?
Big P.
Papita.
Papita.
We got a little bit of papita here on the steak.
Papita
Yeah, I
or
don't-
pep pep?
Papita.
It's pep pep.
Man, the Pastafarian has the best TP animation. He just like does a little maraca shake.
Mhm.
Looks real good.
They're swapping the lanes. Tinkerbell going top.
And we'll be side by side with 40R's Big Red, making the move, considering a bit of harassment onto Demon.
X, no points yet.
Yep.
What is
He's
he saving
saving.
for?
Doesn't want to give him anything. Not even a battle hunger on the way out.
Nothing.
Nothing at all. Moves using the full
You
bit
get nothing.
of the
Good day,
Metamorphosis.
sir.
I really think that Question is going to become more of a pick that we see a lot more often when you have these heroes like Charging Cow that you want to play because they're really strong for the game. Just because it's so easy to roam out of this lane and it doesn't punish Question Mark at all. In fact, he'd actually prefer for people to not be in this lane. But March is leeching some XP.
The Fire Fist on a mid lane is gonna have a good time against the Tree Chopper because he can't remove his Flame Guard. I thought that we were gonna need to say different names for the spells as
No,
well.
no. On spells. That'd be just damn impossible.
That's
That's a different game.
a different one.
Is it a trade for both sides? One has the... Both sides technically have kind of a shield in their own way. So is it going to be a win-win of farm between Fireman and Tree Chopper?
I have no idea who wins that matchup. It looks like Fireboy is actually taking the lead.
I think it becomes more difficult when there's a rotation from the Charging Cow. Because
Yeah, of
when
course.
Space Cow, like, they don't really have the same sort of rotation possibilities. It'll be very obvious when the Tinkerbell has left the lane, whereas it's not quite as obvious because you can move so quickly when you're playing Space Cow. So that should be much easier for them to impact the middle lane.
But I feel like Charging Cow isn't going to go on the Fist of Fury because there's no point when he can just interrupt it using his Searing Chains. You know, you know that he's going to go for the Searing Chains combo. So wouldn't you just like
I
pressure?
think you should be able to roam down by the bounty rune and then use the tree, though.
Yeah, you could definitely use the tree line, but he's against Tree Chopper, so maybe
Oh,
that'll be
Blue
sufficient.
Milka logo needs to get level 2 so he can have a charge ready.
What was that?
Blue Milka logo.
You're getting so out of bounds right now with these names. Amen. But you're right, and then plus what makes even whatever it may be on paper, I mean CCNC is also a pretty top-notch mid laner, so he's going to make that match even that much more difficult as he dance around the tower a bit.
Ember
here.
Spirit is one of his classic heroes too.
Yep.
Oh
bottom.
god damn it.
Hard move coming out from the cows. Smoking back Ritsu a bit. He'll have to.
Hard move. That's a hard move.
He's hard moving.
He's
in
going
there.
in hard. Pretty fucking hard.
I'll show you the
Midland,
soft move.
Fire
later, don't worry.
Fist. Dropping really low, but so is the Timber Chopper.
He's charging mid.
What? Is he DC?
He's a
It's-
charging mid.
He just didn't have high ground vision, I guess.
Will he chain him?
You can't chain him.
Charging mid.
Fist of Fury still has the Searing
Oh.
Chains up.
He's fine. Backs
No
away.
Sweet 17 there? Didn't look like?
No, no, not this time. It's got the solve.
Oh, haste picked up by a hero.
Tinkerbell, I believe. And now Space Cat will return to the bottom lane. Help out the old puzzler. Ooh, I like those mini puzzlers.
That's the rare set, right? I
Yeah.
feel like it's definitely. He's got like the golden arm plates and the rare set. All right, moves being made. March.
Oh, yeah.
Smacking the bashes and putting 70% all over their faces right now.
That's from the cosmetics.
You know, now that I think about it, Slot Machine is really good against the puzzle because you can just run at him and hit the Eidolons, and you have so much armor and so much regen, so much HP that
Can you kill them though?
you can probably get them low enough that the puzzle has to move them away, and just as a result, you're not going to get anywhere near as many denies.
True.
Just because that hero can actually tank through the harass that would usually be a threat to other supports, basically. So that's an interesting way to go about this lane.
Charge out. Bottom lane. On to Ritsu Waterman here.
Does a stun,
Another
17.
bash is going to be there. He starts morphing up. Can they lock him down enough, though? Here comes our two-headed friend. Able to smack up March a bit, but no fall-through is necessary.
I don't know if we discussed it, but the Water Boy does not have a waveform.
Oof, top lane. Flea able to get the upper hand and taking out Demon from
in-
right under his own tower.
Interesting to see that Spinning Meat House and the Fairy Lady are not choosing to cut the wave and dive. They're just playing on the wave because they see that it's two really low range heroes that they can just harass on the wave. So there's really no contest in this lane, and understanding that, they just sit on the wave and, as a result, pick up a kill. But the Axis is not farming. God damn it! Spinning Meat House is not farming as much as he would if he was cutting the wave, but they get a kill. So
It could continue to get a little tougher for our red friend to farm up. More pressure's coming, but he is able to make quite a distance back out and away. They're trying to lock him down with the assistance of Demon Shackles here. He gets the call off, boosting up his armor a bit.
Wow.
They'll be fine.
Great route there.
run back into the room.
3 heroes.
Yeah, that's 3 used.
Three-man gank. Going to be unsuccessful there.
Still only a single kill.
Flea is very, very good at the Tinkerbell. This is one of the heroes that in pubs he will just run absolutely rampant with this hero.
Didn't get to see any of it so far in the event. Calls about how she was nerfed quite hard, but Flea seems to be a specialist.
Oh yeah, he's definitely a specialist.
Happy to pick it up. He's just a specialist kind of player. I know he's a specialist with like Earth Spirit as well.
Oh,
yeah.
they might get a kill here.
Oh, hard damage on the Moo. There goes the
Can
root.
dodge.
Locks him in his spot, and he's going to be finished. The takedown of the Terrible.
It's such a hard lane for him. He's farming pretty well though. Blocking denies. That was quite the knockback.
Morphling still does not have a point in a waveform.
Dangerous.
I mean,
Oh,
Ritsu could be a
playing-
dangerous kind of a guy. CC.
Fireman.
See. Woo. Remnants himself out, but still.
Oh, the neutral.
Finished
Wow.
to the camp that's nearby. Tomato Man smacks him down. Yeah, let's get the full fail. There we go.
There we go. Figured it out. Gotta hold it. There's a fading action happening over here.
That must have mean he must have hit a setting on there.
Piano
that-
mode.
Oh,
Drunk.
piano
Oh,
mode.
get rid of piano mode.
Oh, guys, we got it.
Bottom lane, Space Cow making his move on in to create the space for the Black Hole Master to step away. And They fend off the trouble for now. Everyone's just so thick. It's hard to break anyone
A
down.
lot of thick that feels like the name of a lot of these games. Just thick boys in every lane. It's like, oh,
Thick
something's
boys.
happening.
It's kind of the
no,
meta.
nothing
Heavy
is
thick,
happening.
heavy mobile. Both cases, it's just going to be too hard to take down.
Big meat boys everywhere. It's like real life. It's like 5th grade all over again.
All right, who's popping off this game? Who's going to be the person who makes stuff happen? Like, I feel like our Axe has been running wild.
Who?
So, Big Red. You know, Chew Big Red. That's the way to go.
Yeah, Vanguard already acquired and has a free lane to kind of build up towards the blink. It's kind of hard to not deny he's going to have a pretty good laning phase here.
The Lumberjack skipping the creep wave on mid with
know.
4 points in reactive armor. It's going to be
I
more
thought-
than enough to sustain.
I thought Big Red was a lumberjack with that giant axe.
It is definitely, you know, he looks
Now
like
what?
it could be one.
They're
I don't
doing
know.
a
Both
deep
got
dive
freeze.
for Fireman here.
Good God.
Hey, got him with the chains. Yeah.
Even force rotation of Flea, though.
the
That's
counter.
very unfortunate.
Yeah.
Not good for paiN.
No, they want to be pressuring. Although, Big Red Boy is, you know, cutting the creeps top, so it's not like he really necessarily needs help unless
Oh,
he gets
man.
going on right now.
Beyblade is just farming away in the jungle. Not great.
Shots on to Ritsu in the bottom lane. An approach from March. He continues to go on an assault through each of the lanes. And now they've tried to settle their target onto Ritsu, but looks like things have turned around onto March. Hiding within the trees. Not going to be successful. Space Cow drops.
Finally found a kill.
Yeah, baby. On the board.
Runes are coming out. The gender-neutral hero will need to pick up the
J.Storm.
tome to get herself to level 6.
Yet to get on the
Keeps
board.
going.
Brings me back to roller skating arenas. Do you have those in Canada?
No.
Roller
No,
rinks?
Ice
we have this
skating.
thing called ice.
You don't
We
have
tend
like
to
roller
skate on
skating
that.
roll wheels
I
instead?
think it's like frozen water.
That's weird, frozen water.
I don't know. I don't know what people were thinking.
Oh, moves. CCNC looking to dodge back and forth here under the pressure of Ryle.
This is such a wash, though, because Fireboy can just...
Yeah.
There he goes.
Hop and skip away.
Unless he dies to neutrals.
Unless he dies to neutrals.
That was an interesting take on that.
Pulled away from the lane non-stop, though.
That is true. yeah.
Rather annoying.
Lumber Cutter just does way too much damage. Just pushes him out.
Yeah.
Meanwhile,
Great abuse of the catapult here by Big Red. Just tanks the whole tower, has a Vanguard, doesn't care. And limiting once again the space
they
for a
just
Beyblade
smoked under the
Master.
ward.
Oh no.
can Forev make it out from
Yes.
potential trouble?
Black hole.
He doesn't even have it at level 7.
Oh, he doesn't?
Nope, didn't level it yet. Thinking he's not going to be a part of the action for the time being.
Bit of a trend going on lately.
That is quite the trend. Doesn't seem
Yeah.
to be working out.
Could he have done anything though
What's
if he had
happening
it?
with that Trent?
But it's not. It sounds something like that. You know. Let me just overuse one. I think that's a good way to go with the
It's like-
soundboard.
That is. You do the farts.
Nah, that's not my style.
Those are classic.
I guess just anticipation that they're not going to be taking too many fights. Top lane, something's breaking out.
Bash.
Not getting it.
That's the act. Actually, Big Red likes to do that when he's you know, you force everybody to make a rotation to you. That's why people typically just let this hero cut with the Vanguard, because if you rotate to him, he just gets away, or it takes so long to kill him that his team rotates in and you get a lot and usually a tower, because you usually win the fight.
Yep.
So that's exactly what he wants to do. Exact reason why he's cutting the wave in the first place is to do that.
Pulling focus onto himself until gets his own blank dagger and then
Yeah,
can,
exactly.
you know, start fights off.
Yep.
He goes right back up towards that top lane where he's been finding quite a bit of success. Bryle will be dancing through the jungle with him. Down and below, Ritsu is squaring up against Forev. This time Forev
Black
does
Hole
have
is
Black
up.
Hole. Yeah, he's got level 8, so Black Hole's online. A move made in by March.
Water's got so much HP though. They should go on
But
Casino.
Ogre is going to be the bodyguard to tank the gank, it would look like. Two-headed fat man.
Man, not looking too good here for paiN X. I feel like this Tinkerbell really wants to start moving right now, right? You have your Bedlam. I mean, it's not as good at level 1 as it used to be, but you just want some hero that you can rotate around with and try and kill this Terrorblade in the jungle.
Who in the jungle?
The Beyblade Master, of course. Who else?
You definitely want. You don't want to just let
Radiant's middle tower is
You don't want
under
to let the
attack.
Beyblade Master free farm in the jungle. He actually farms very, very quickly, despite not having a great lane.
All right, hard shots looking to burst down the ogre. He's chunky though.
What an exciting kill. I thought he was going to get out there for a second. They barely got him.
Well executed gank.
The Slytherin summoner has ulti ready, so they should push the towers.
He would knock into Hufflepuff. That is for sure.
Slytherin.
I can't take it.
It's your fault, King.
I don't want to keep laughing into the mic, but look at names. All right, I'm cool.
Time to use some snakes here. It's go time.
And 40r's got Blink. He's showing it off even in the top lane. Just like eventually I'll be there to the fight. And take note that I will have this Blink.
Solo smoke
On a ward.
from the summoner. That is a classic Jimbo. There he is.
What's he going to do with it?
Here I come.
Probably
What's the over under that demon gets caught in feeds?
This is all for one ward. Oh, no.
Oh, get him!
Does he go for the snakes?
Snake him!
Oh,
he's
no.
The two-headed 20 IQ beast, just too smart.
Nice ward. Spots things out. And demon will pay. Dies with the wards, so we'll see if they kind of get proactive with them on his return. But for now, you could feel J.Storm's momentum kind of pause a bit. I'm not seeing Spirit Breaker charge as much as we saw the early half of this game.
Yeah, all their kills are just on Ogre. That's it.
Say again?
Shrek. The Ogre.
Moves for March.
Goes to the
March
Space Gentleman,
moves
has the
over.
black hole.
Does
Is it
he
finally
want to
fight time?
commit it?
The water, he's starting to morph.
You don't want to commit on this guy, do you? All right, going in, terrorizes out, and they split apart. The most anticlimactic anime fight ever. Isn't that how it always works? Moves to the mid lane.
Oh, it's back on.
All right, jump in.
Blade
There's
is
the
in.
call. There's the grab. There's the dump. Huge shot. He wants another one to March. Can he get it? Oh, yes he can. Chase is on. Here comes Ogre. Making the turn for Brile, but he steps off easily.
Beautiful.
The H2O needs to be really careful about being called like that. Or at least just stunned and shackled.
Such a skirmishy game. It feels like it's always like 2v2 or like these smaller number battles. We're not getting sort of like 5-man rotations because we have heroes that are just looking to farm up quite a bit, like the Terrorblade, before they really want to be involved.
Yeah.
But then there's also a Dark Willow and a Spirit Breaker, a Tinkerbell and a Space Cow. As Tinkerbell is going to actually put into place here onto the old Pacifarian, who's dead.
You know,
Puts his ward down.
Red Gym Attender is actually very, very good against all of these heroes.
This is going to be a lot of gold on the bottom lane for the Blade.
I think these skirmishes are happening, though, because they have two extremely active fours on each team that want to be fighting and feel like their hero's useless if they're not fighting right now, but then not all of their heroes feel the same way. Like, they don't really have the best paired partners to go with them. I think the Axe or the Big Red and Tinkerbell are the best two, but Space Cow doesn't really have anyone.
I don't know how you guys feel about this, but I guess that's why I'm saying it. What do you guys think about the impact of Tree Cutter in this game? I feel like if you're picking a Tree Cutter in this meta, you want them to feel unkillable at this point.
Yeah.
But I have not felt that. I guess I'm not in the game, but Gym Attender picked him off earlier. He doesn't seem like he's in that position where he's just behind towers, cutting waves, making so much space for his team. It just seems like he's kind of a regular hero in this game, and that is what concerns me a little bit.
Yeah, I think he should be more active. Not too many kills, only 4 on their side, but him and Spirit Breaker should be the front side.
Oh my goodness, deep dive behind from CC&C, looking to go for more. He wants to commit all the way, and he's got it. Now that he's got the job done, can he get away with his life on this? Sleight of fist out, he runs towards the high ground,
He's
long
actually
chain,
fine.
remnant back. And he will be able to sidestep
Oh
it
my
for
God.
the TP, and he's gone.
What did he just do?
What an animal.
Woo! That was actually amazing.
Pretty ruthless right there to catch him behind that tower and get away like that.
CC&T has the biggest balls I've ever seen. And
How many balls did you see?
I've seen a lot of balls in my time, dude. I went to a Catholic school.
And you were in the Leviathan team house.
I
so,
was.
I mean, that adds up over time.
Oh,
You
yeah,
know?
it does.
You're probably in like the triple digits at this point.
Oh, yeah, I'm getting there. I'm getting there.
I mean, do you count the one pair of balls? Do you count?
Oh
them
no,
as two
they count
balls?
for
Oh my
two.
God.
Yeah, they're separate. Oh, big
It's,
red.
It's unique balls. Like
Jimmy, Jimmy, not the fourth death.
Jimmy down again. Looks like they may get at least a little something for it. Everyone else
And a second kill.
congregates for it, but yeah, it's just 1 by 1, unfortunately.
Well,
For
this
poor
is kind of
J.Storm.
became a standard build for the waterfall. Just a morbid mask and then build into a different item. He can farm both jungle and the lane.
He's not really being punished for being on such low HP throughout a lot of the game, even though there's quite a bit of burst from the Pacifarian as well as a tree chopper.
I love this build on Waterfall, actually. It's it just makes so much sense with the math. Since they changed how regen worked, it honestly became like the perfect item choice for them to go regen. Or
Jump
to go
in.
lifesteal.
Chase continues. They're looking to get the finish on the Brile.
Oh,
He's
nice
able to make
stun.
the distance away. They
He's
root
dead.
him. They terrorize. And they get the finish. Finally shows up. Flea will get the last nod. CCNC's final breath of damage will help. And now 5K advantage for paiNX.
I don't know about the Timber, man. They last picked it, right?
Yep, 10th pick. Supposed to be, I guess, doing fairly well versus the Ember in the lane, but
Maybe just
didn't work out.
yeah, maybe just misunderstanding of the matchup because it seemed like the Ember Fire Fist has the Mjolnir at this point, Maelstrom, plenty of magic damage to get through the Tree Cutter's physical resistance, and then there's plenty of lockdown and magical damage from everybody else too. And it was a last pick. It's very ballsy, and he just can't play in the way that you would want a Lumber Cutter to play in the game. Which is like, what's the point of picking it then?
Illusion Summoner is gonna take that tier 1 tower on the bottom. They're just playing on the bottom side of the map. Pretty much everything's secured too deep forward, so they might even go for tier 2. Someone's drawing on the mini-map.
What was that? Who's drawing?
The question mark has a blink dagger ready,
Okay.
plus a black hole.
They're frisky. They're moving in deep nearby.
This is the Brax build, by the way. This is Brax.
What's that?
What?
Midas Blink?
Soul Ring.
Doesn't everyone build Soul?
No. This is Brax.
On who?
On Enigma?
On who?
On Puzzler? On the old Puzzler?
On the
Puzzler?
on the Riddler.
That's S4 build, man.
That's Brax.
That's S4.
Are you questioning?
It's okay,
Brax?
they're both NA
Are
now,
you
so it's
questioning
fine.
S4?
It's fine.
Dude, Brax is
okay,
second
guys.
best offlaner in NA next to Universe.
Brax God.
He is.
I'm not taking anything away from Brax. Brax is a cool guy, great player. This is S4 build.
Shit talking Brax.
Hard
Get him,
shots
dude.
in and a quick blow up of
With
Moo.
the 777
What?
casino guy.
Dude, what was that
Gets
ADR?
the double stun.
Where's the jam? Where was the dunk? How you just gonna let that go?
Wow, look at the odds. 3.2 J.Storm, 1.31 paiNX. Beating the odds. This keeps happening. Every time.
Yeah, right now looking all great for paiNX, which, yeah, on paper some may be surprising, but I mean, look at the roster lineup, and these are some accomplished players who are very talented. So regardless if they've learned their team's true chemistry yet, they're still going to be able to kind of bring some solid Dota.
And Dito is getting a lot of farm. As
They're after the Puzzler.
Because he
Oh,
did- all right, I got it.
Puzzler down bottom. Dun, 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 dun.
Hiding within the trees.
Yeah, he is woodsmaning hard right now. They're both woodsmaning.
Oh, he found him.
Not hard enough.
Damn!
Might not have the damage though. Needs
Oh.
some help.
he
Oh,
has
where
no
is it?
mana.
The cow just ditched him. Is he gonna be fine anyway?
Oh,
Yes.
he- oh.
Oh my
save!
Get off
God!
my friend! Beautifully
He
done.
sacrificed himself.
March, you will be remembered.
Oh.
Rest in peace, sweet prince. You gave your life today.
Tinkerbell is playing so well. Level 12. Has Spirit Vessel. Pretty high level. Also didn't die once this game because they kind of lack control.
Now it's about how paiNX can kind of advance the game. I feel like paiNX is doing work. They're getting kills. They're finding openings, but do we feel like they're lollygagging around a little bit? Are we seeing a lot of map progression at all? I mean, it looks like for the most part all towers are down. One more tier 2 on the bottom, but I feel feel like they're playing this one a bit safe.
I think they're, yeah, exactly, because you do not want to give the opportunity for the big black hole from the puzzler, because that's what can turn around this whole game, and suddenly you lose the entire 6K advantage you have, and then Terrorblade, renowned for taking objectives so quickly.
Oh, a little bit of leapfrog there. Pops over the Enigma man who is puzzling.
They just add man. Spirit Breaker man.
That is not
has
the
another
same
charge
name.
in 3 seconds.
Make it away. It looks like there'll be a quick split here. Fleece Tinkerbell, though, does hand over a pretty chunky bounty on that takedown. 7 kill streak.
Whew. That is a lot to hand over. Still a 6K lead, though, so not too shabby. And Space Cow charging on down again. Going to be going through a Radiant Ward. Maybe not. It's on the high ground, actually, so not scattered out there.
Whee! To me, it looks like Suffering X is just trying to get a pick off before taking Roche. And it's easier to do that when you're playing against the Riddler, because obviously, like you said, the black hole. But if there's a pickoff that happens, then you go to Roche and you force a 4v5, and even with the puzzler having black hole, you can still probably win the fight. So that appears to me like what's going on here is that they're just waiting for the waiting for a pickoff before trying to take any of these next objectives, because it's very, very hard to take Roche, to take this bottom tier 2. These are all really hard objectives to take. There's like tiers of objectives.
Well,
Damn
Sentry
high.
Ward down, and they will be smoking now for...
But look at this T-bone crash coming in from CCNC. Insta-hexed. They will quickly deal with Demon. CCC rushes on forward, looking to go for the immediate finish onto the Space Cow, and they'll get it. That's a 2-for-0 trade.
Big Red not even needed.
Yeah, they're still smoked. The coal
Ooh,
worker,
they
call
can do
center
something with this.
worker, still trying to find an opening.
Who's that?
Axe.
Why?
Works in a call center. Has a call.
Oh, okay. All right. Okay.
Good lord. Like, I don't...
He's just on the phones all day.
Spending half of your statement trying to figure out what hero you're talking about.
Oh, that one. Just think about that.
They slide up and over and just kind of back to the grind here. With Roche being up, paiN have plenty of space to kind of take it down. They have wards in J.Storm's jungle front, so they could see the rotations possibly coming over. They even have Flea on Tinkerbell just watching halfway in case there's anyone looking to intercept, but there is nobody. J.Storm just have to accept that they're going to take what farm they can.
Man.
But they're being watched all over.
They've just missed their moment, though. Like, the BKB just came out for Beyblade Master. They just got the Bloodstone on the Tree Chopper. So if they have those things and they're able to take that fight before the Aegis comes out, game could actually look kind of good for them.
Yeah.
But
Maybe
they missed that moment now.
Maybe they decided, like, okay, even with the Aegis, we want to go for a big wombo combo anyway. We kill all of them and then kill whoever has the Aegis afterwards on the high ground. Like, maybe they thought actually that it does not. They're just going right in. They're just fighting.
Yep, not holding up whatsoever. March going right to Laylis. He'll find himself on the bad end of that gank. And he'll be the first one taken out. Jump to the high ground here for CCNC. They look to step back. Double shackle down.
Good call.
BKB gonna get popped, but yep. 40R jumps right between with a wonderful call, locking the Terrorblade
There's
in
the
his
black
spot,
hole.
and he's going to be finished off. The follow-up black hole is there, but it is just a little too late on this one. 4 already taken care of on J.Storm.
Is this like a challenge, like complete a game without using dunk? Where are my dunks?
He dunked.
He had great dunks at the start. 3
I
at
don't
one
think he
point,
dunked.
back
He
to
didn't
back,
dunk?
but
I didn't see dunk. I played Space Jam. Maybe I was too busy looking at Space Jam. that
being
might have
Wizard.
been what
I
happened.
need the
Wizard
dunk
is
button.
hard, dude.
Yeah, the plumber seems really unkillable at this point, especially with
Yeah.
the Aegis on him.
Yeah. God, he is hitting so fast with the casino lust.
boom, 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 boom. This is top racks. The lawn into paiN. Still got about 13 seconds, but you have no black hole available here for defense.
Jeez, this game was so patient from them. Like, it kind of felt a little, like it was kind of dry, right? Like, J.Storm never found their moment because paiN were just so patient this entire time. The only hero that can do anything is Forev, and they're just not giving that option
We
ever.
go. J.Storm with any sort of defense. Can they get something off?
There's no black hole.
Hard commitment in. They are going to be able to get Flea down. They're looking for Laylis next. He runs off to the side. They split themselves apart.
This is
CCNC slashes down the middle, secures the swift double, and it still looks good for paiN.
Ritsu in there deep.
Ryle. Locked in. Ah, beautifully timed stun to stop in the middle of the timber chain. shoving him back and forth. Morphling on one side pushes him back into the action. That is the end of your tree cutter.
Hydrogen dioxide just plays so aggressively and feels totally unkillable in this game right now. Can even tear through the lumberjack, even with all the armor.
And it doesn't look like they plan on going anywhere, as they will just refresh everything on Fireman and come back for a shot of these racks.
Wait,
Still
it's that
40
hydrogen
seconds.
monoxide. God damn it. Whoops.
Yeah. The
Whoops.
H2O needs to be careful.
NA side.
Aegis is gone. Oh, Enigma,
Oh,
really
yeah.
bad positioning from him.
They'll go down. He didn't have Black Hole anyways for another 25 seconds, but
Yeah, I think
won't be
they'll
there
be
for
fine.
an offer. Looks like they are going to just clean up the rest here. paiNX looking to make their emphatic mark on their first game of King's Cup, and it looks like they will secure the win. But buyback from Demon says that J.Storm have a little life left in them to try to hold this one out. To the outside, Braille goes, but it's not safe there. Yules,
You'll set up.
shackle down. There's the root. Ritsu pursuing forward. And that should be the end of your tree man. Godlike for CCNC.
Yeah, the GG is called. Instant disconnect. They want to get into the new game.
Yep.
Refresh their minds of that game.
But a solid debut for paiNX regardless here.
Ends up being a 20K lead at the end there. Woo!
Get to see some fun things. We get yet another axe. I think that was the third axe of the day. Or third red man. Is the rule, the decree still going?
It's over. It's
Decree's
over.
over.
That was a hard one.
We
We'll
all
just-
failed
all
at
right.
that
We'll end
decree,
it-
that's
we'll-
for sure.
we'll end it for now.
Oh my
So-
gosh.
We talked some serious shit about Vendetta when they did a similar kind of draft, right? Where they had, I feel like they kind of had 3 cores that all kind of want to chill out and farm a little bit, and it kind of seems like that was for J.Storm. Like, if your Timbersaw does not get off to an insane start, then he kind of needs to chill out and farm a bit, right? Like, if he's not literally in front of a tier 3 within 8 minutes or something, then he has this time period where he's trying to build up into a Bloodstone. You got Terrorblade, who's just in the jungle trying to get items, and you have an Enigma who has really long cooldowns and can't fight at the same pace that a Spirit Breaker wants to. So March just had like no friends. Like, what is he supposed to do in this game?
I feel like if you're picking Timber into a scenario where you have to farm like that, you're not picking it into a good scenario.
no,
because
I agree.
because like there's other heroes that do that better that will just have more of an impact after farming for a bit. You know.
I feel like they needed like a Lina or something. who
Yeah, I
could-
was gonna say Lena. You can
Yeah.
clear waves. You can farm like that.
natural Yules builder versus an axe.
You
Someone
can-
who can move around. I don't remember. She might have been banned out.
You
But
can
some
con-
hero with that like tempo
You
control.
yeah, you can contribute and do lots of damage in the late game, just like the Timber saw. Obviously squishier, but like the Timber was dying anyway. So
Clearly an outdraft, way too greedy
yeah, I
pick
agree.
from J.Storm. Like, you're not going to get away with Timbersaw, Terrorblade, Enigma. Pretty passive heroes, and they all need a lot of time to come
So
online.
we were not a fan of that draft. That was a negative.
Yeah.
Negative, sir. Also, Serpent Summoner got caught way too many times out of the position.
What do we think about Dark Willow that game? For a hero that had been hit with a nerf bat pretty hard, you know, we get to see it debuted now here in King's Cup. Flea pulls out an 8-2 performance.
It
Makes
was
it look pretty good.
Kind of perfect, right? We talked about how the hero fell off because she was being she'd be picked in the first phase or she'd be banned.
Mhm.
So in this case, she's been nerfed enough that she doesn't get banned that often, and you can wait further in the draft until you pick it. And it looked like a good game for Dark Willow. They needed a support that can play aggressively with the axe. There's not a whole lot of them that can really do that, but Dark Willow is very good because she has high mobility. Just because of the Shadow Realm, you can be like very elusive and frustrating. You have 3 spells, which is pretty sweet. You don't have like a passive
You have
skill or
5
anything.
spells.
Okay, well, I mean in the laning phase, but it's true. You also do get another 2 with your ultimate, which is nice. But you have to worry about Cursed Crown, you have to worry about the Brambles, you have to worry about the Shadow Realm, so she's very versatile. And getting it that late made the hero look fabulous. Very early Spirit Vessel, too.
It's also really good against the fact that you have a lot of heroes on J.Storm that want to commit to a fight and then just fight around something. You know, you have like the Black Hole on Enigma, you have the Serpent Wards, you have Spirit Breaker charging in, you have Terrorblade who pops meta. They pop all these cooldowns, you just fear and get out. What are you going to do? It's like the Naga sleep. You just fear and get out, fight again, but they don't have those big cooldowns, and then you're screwed.
Well, while our wizard gets ready to conjure a spell, I'm going to give you a lot of leeway here.
Okay.
Think about the spell you'd like to conjure to send us to break. But before we do that, Lacoste, what do you think is one thing you'd like to see J.Storm change up for the next game?
Jimmy for Milan. Just kidding. Well, they definitely need a different kind of a draft. They showed yesterday that they can play really clean games when they have the good heroes for it, and they seem like a pretty stable team. But I think Milan, since he's my friend and talk a lot with him, he brings a lot to the table.
You're
in
biased,
J.Storm,
so,
and
okay.
he's missing.
I think it's easy to like underrepresent how, or that's not a good word, to underestimate how much one player can actually bring
Yeah.
to a team. Because there's communication, there's people that will hype other people up. There's some people make all the
Just
call,
the other
shot
roles
calls.
that normally like go to interact with that role through the laning phase, like you're just used to having a certain like
Yeah,
partnership
right.
with that player,
Synergy.
and now you go there and it's like so different.
Every single thing is totally
Everything
different.
is different. The
Like
way they
Jimmy,
talk, the way they move.
I know. I mean, I played with Jimmy for a while. Like Jimmy brings a lot to the table, but it's like you have pieces of a puzzle, right? You need to fit the right pieces together to make the right puzzle.
Yeah.
So it's like he brings certain things to a table, but maybe not the same things that make VGJ or J.Storm click like Milan does.
So wise, our king.
Thank you, sir.
All right, Wizard, do you have the spell to send us to break?
Yes, yes, yes. Well, of course. Now that our first game has ended and the hopes and dreams of J.Storm have been blended, we will see if they can find something, perhaps a draft that is mended, or perhaps maybe a stand-in a little better they could have befriended.
Damn.
Take it away.
What a poach.
This is brutal to Jimmy, man.